Welcome back everybody to a new video. As you can see, I'm playing a new horror game called The Children of Clay. I'll be frank and say I know nothing about this game, but all I know is that apparently it's very weird. It involves this little fella right here. It looks kind of cute. And only thing I kind of read was that there's some sort of, I can't remember, Bulgarian mythology. I will correct that in the edit if I'm wrong. But yeah, I was kind of intrigued by this video game. First of all, I think it was free on Steam. It also got like a video essay that I've been wanting to watch for a long time. It's called something like the most terrifying video game of all time. I kind of want to watch it, but I felt like I should play it first and kind of see what it's all about. I will bet you 100% that I probably won't get this game on my first try, which is okay. That happens, you know. But I'll try and you know, kind of soak it in a bit as I play and be patient. So let's just begin. The Children of Clay. Time is 5:40 past 11. I have received another artifact from my old friend, Professor Ordway. He writes again about how he misses working with me out in the field and his remorse about the accident. I immediately felt a chill down my spine and was once again back in the cave, trapped and hopeless. I composed myself. I need to focus on my work. Time to start the examination. The accident. So I assume these are both archaeologists, because he writes about how his partner misses working with him out in the field. So I assume they have maybe, you know, they are archaeologists. Also because he says he found another artifact. And his remorse about the accident. There's been some sort of accident, it seems like. And once again back in the cave, trapped and hopeless. And he probably has some PTSD from working in a cave, finding some sort of artifact. Name, artifact number 297. Site, Kirkin Burial Mound 7B, Earl Mountains. Material, clay. Age unknown. Function unknown. Oh. Well, hello, chap. You look nice. This feature resembles a human face. What kind of face have you been looking at? That looks like Satan's ass crack. Oh. So another thing is, I'm pretty sure this is claymation. It's very cool. Looks like a metal object embedded in the artifact. It doesn't seem like it is possible to extract it. Maybe I can find out what kind of metal it is. Oh. It looks like some sort of etching. I should use the magnifier to look closer. Oh, this is the magnifying glass. Oh, they seem to be some sort of runes, but I don't recognize the type. Maybe I can find something in my book. Okay, let's search for runes. An example of rune and runiform writings. The letter U written using different runes. Orkon runes, Rovas runes, Futhark runes. So I guess I have to check to see which one it has. Looks like there's two U's. The third and the sixth. Let me find it again. Just to be sure. Yeah, number 2. Okay, so there's two U's. Can I, maybe I should search for more? Is that it? I should probably do that. Wait, oh wait, I know what to do. Okay. So it is number 2, Rovas runes. So I have to search for Rovas. The Rovas script or Old Hungarian runes. Okay, I think that was the mythology. I don't think it was what I said before. I can't remember. It's probably on Hungarian mythology this game is based on, but I could be wrong again. The Rovas script or Old Hungarian runes is a writing system used for writing the Hungarian language. After the establishment of the Christian Hungarian kingdom, the old writing system was partly forced out of use. and the Latin alphabet was adopted. However, among some professions, the script has remained in use. For example, shepherds used it to track the number of animals. Old Hungarian letters were usually written from right to left. Okay, I want to analyze this part. After the establishment of the Christian Hungarian kingdom, that immediately sounds or reminds me of the Spanish Inquisition and stuff like that. I don't know if Hungary had a similar situation wherein Christian, what would you call it, Christian nationalism kind of took over Hungarian and everything about it, even the language. So immediately, maybe this is a theme that will continue throughout the game. I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, so I have to look at from right to left. So it starts with a U. What could that be? Let's find out. I already forgot what the fuck it was called, so that's great. Wait, actually, I want to check something real quick. I want to Google the other stuff, or Google. Orcon. Is that how you spelled it? I don't think that is the right rune. What, so it just tells me? Okay, dipshit. Let's see. So, can I put this to my side? I can't. So the U was there. I think another one was like a little weird N. I think it's this. Or was it this one? V. Let me check. Oh wait, it stays right here. I'm stupid. Sorry. Was it Rovas? It was. Okay. Let me check. It starts with a U. It then is a... What's that? Oh, it's an R. Okay, U-R. Then some sort of cross. D. U-R-D. U-N. Oh, wait. G. Okay. What was it? U-R-D, I think? Yeah. D. Erdung. Was it Erdung? Yeah, I think it's Erdung. Is that right? Let me try and search for that. Erdung. Okay, I got an achievement that said translate the runes. Erdung. I don't know if that's how you say it. Erdung is a shape-shifting demonic creature from early Hungarian paganism. In pre-Christian beliefs, it ruled the lower world and helped God in creating the earth. After Christianization, it was identified with the devil. One of the oldest Erdung myths is recorded on the Ukra tablet found in the Ural Mountains. Illustration of the devil from the Codex Gigas 13th century. Again, yeah. Kind of this talk about Christian nationalism and almost replacement of another people's mythology and culture and language, taking this being that was basically kind of God or Jesus, I don't know how to really say, just a powerful being that was not seen as something bad, and then turned him into the devil just for being a different belief. I wonder if that's what the game is playing on. What should I search for? Ukra tablet, maybe that I should search for. Ukra. Interesting. Found in the Ural Mountains, the Ukra tablet depicts the legend of a star that fell to Earth, and out of the star, the 7 children of Erdung crawled out. According to the legends, the children caused misfortune, sickness, and death to mankind, but a brave Taltosh used his cunning to lure and trap the creatures. Out of the 7 children, only 6 are depicted on the tablet. This could be because of damage, but one hypothesis states that this is evidence for the 7 children being the folk creature Mumush. Oh, I've seen this before. This is like ancient shit, I'm pretty sure. Like this is on cave, like caveman writing. I don't know if it was caveman writing, but it's definitely in caves. So that's really interesting. And I don't know if what this one is called, however. That's really interesting. So I have seen this before. That's cool. I'll put a picture up of it if I find it anywhere. but I should probably Google Moomoosh. I also want to check on this guy just to see if he's angry. The face. Moomoosh. The Moomoosh is an invisible creature that scares children in Hungarian folklore. Classic, you gotta have one of those in your mythology. It is most often associated with darkness, but there's no description of its shape, even in the beliefs of other peoples. According to some assumptions, there is no description of its shape anywhere, because for everyone it is the embodiment of their own fears. So it's kind of like, I saw one tag that was put on the game, on the Steam page store, and it said Lovecraftian, and that is a bit Lovecraftian in its idea. I don't know what to search for, maybe Hungarian? What was that audio? Did he... Looks like the dark liquid loosened the metal object. The dark liquid? Oh my god. You better not do this, boy. The flame is extinguished when in close proximity to dark liquid. Okay. Jesus. What on earth? I should pick up the candle and investigate. Remove the nail. I got another achievement. Wait, what should I do? Wait, can I move? I'm just pressing everything. Oh. Oh, I can look around. What the fuck is that? A Vinca statue, 6,000 years old. Another thing, I'm pretty sure there is multiple endings to this game, so if I die, I might try again. The Shigir idol, 12,000 years old. Okay. A collection of Neolithic artifacts. It's just all the same. What in the shit is that? There's breathing in my right ear, and I don't like that. A stone statue from... Oh, it's gonna be a jump scare. What is that noise? I can't deal with jump scares. What in the shit? I stumble in the darkness, trying to find my way towards the door and away from that wretched thing. I reach out with my hand to find something. Boy, you better not do this. You better not mess with me. There's a wall here. Oh my god, please don't. There's nothing in front of me. God. The air feels colder here. Is that bad? There's a wall in front of me. There's a wall here and I feel some sort of moss growing on it. What the hell is that? There's a wall here. I guess maybe the moss is a bad one. Nope, not touching the moss. Okay, I need to... I think I'm just walking in circles or back and forward. Maybe I should walk forwards. Oh, I can't. There's nothing in front of me. Okay, moss. There's nothing in front of me. There's a wall in front of me. Is this not where I came from? I don't know, dude. I am not good with this. Am I losing my mind? Oh, it's probably endless. Dude, there's a wall here. There's a wall here. There's probably a wall everywhere around me, isn't there? No, this can't be happening. I remember the matches I keep in my pocket. There's just a single one left. Takes a few seconds before I dare to light it. Oh my god. Well, how lovely. Oh no, the light's going out, dude. I think that might be the ending. Excerpt from the newspaper article titled "The Children of Clay." Just a few months after the disappearance of the esteemed archaeologist and the incident involving a broken artifact, the team working on the remote site in the Urals has made an astonishing discovery. A previously unknown underground chamber containing a dozen similar small clay figures has been discovered. They are already in contact with several universities across the globe to further study them. So it probably, the clay figures were some sort of, because after we basically kind of awoken the thing, it escaped and killed us. So there's a huge chance that these other clay figures, if people start fucking with it, well, it's probably gonna fuck right back. I wanna play, okay, that was the dead end. So, again, this is created by, I couldn't read that. I think it's okay. I'll try and play it one more time because I want to research more. I saw in the books there was 11 things you could search for, and I only searched for like 4 or 5 things. So I will try and search for the rest of it. I want to discover as much as possible. How do I skip? Sorry, I will read this after, okay? I like the Korean translation by this dude, or guy, or woman, or whatever hell. Originally made for Cosmic Horror Jams. Oh, that's cool. So it was a jam. How the hell do you make... Okay, I'm already gonna say this game is really good. How the hell do you make a goddamn game jam this well? Okay, I've been in game jams. They never go well. Okay, let's start off by searching for Hungarian. Or yeah. Hungarian. I could not find anything relevant. Maybe just Hungary? I am Hungary. Sorry. I'm doing a lot of dad jokes recently. I'm sorry. Ukra tablet. Ural Mountains. I want to Google the Ural. I don't think I did that. The Ural Mountains, or simply the Urals, are a mountain range in Eurasia that runs north-south from the coast of the Arctic Ocean to northwestern Kazakhstan. I'm trying to read all those words to see if anything sticks out. This one has to be used for something. I assume maybe it has to do with a map, but I don't know. According to the legend, the children caused misfortune, but a prey of Taltosh. Maybe Google that. According to folk tradition, Taltosh is a person with supernatural power. A Taltosh was born with teeth, a 6th finger, or other additional bones. The most important ability of a Taltosh is a medication or spiritual trance. In this state, they could heal wounds and sickness or learn hidden truths by sending their soul among the stars. It's said in the other chapter about Taltosh that he trapped the spirits, or like the kids of Urdung. So maybe the other ending is us being able to trap them as well, if we learn more about maybe his abilities. Maybe stars. Let's search for stars. That didn't help me jack or shit. The compass is detecting a magnetic field. Wait, it said we could find out what kind of metal it is. If it's Is that maybe the thing I need to find out? Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about if that was because we were trying to figure out what kind of metal it was. And of course, iron is magnetic. The earliest known ironwork is dated from 3500 BC and made from meteoric iron. There are two main types of ironwork: wrought iron or cold iron and cast iron. Cold iron has a long and varied tradition in the mythology and folklore of the world. Cold iron is historically believed to repel, contain, or harm ghosts, fairies, witches, and other malevolent supernatural creatures. This belief continued into later superstitions in a number of forms. Okay, we're getting closer. So that's probably why the needle, or yeah, the nail iron something is in there to kind of keep them in there. And if we remove it, it basically lets Mumush escape, if that is him. Okay, I'm gonna search. I got pretty happy that I got 2 more, but I want to find out what to search for the last 2 things. So, okay. So the words I needed to search for was clay. That's pretty obvious. Pottery is the process of forming objects with clay and other raw materials, which are fired at high temperature to give them a hard and durable form. It is one of the oldest human inventions, originating before the Neolithic period, with ceramic objects dating back to 29,000 to 25,000 BC. The earliest archaeological support of smelting hot metallurgy is dated to around 6,000 to 5,000 BC. The most common metals found on archaeology sites are iron, copper, lead, tin, zinc, and their alloys. Because iron is magnetic, it can be easily okay, yeah, so I was supposed to search for metal to find out which one it was. I just kind of got, well, I think there's others that are magnetic. I think iron is the most common one, so yeah. Okay, so it doesn't seem like there is actually any other ending, because I read here and it seems like that is all. I got all 6 achievements. Wow, completionist. So that is basically the game. I really like that. It was quite simple, but I enjoy puzzle stuff. I'm a big fan of the games like The Room and Portal and stuff like that. Like more so like close inspection of items and stuff. I find it really interesting. But yeah, I want to talk a little bit about the themes of what it seems. Well, there's like 2 things happening. So the main story is basically, as we read about, the clay making, and the iron is kind of used to preserve this 7 star child from one of the creatures. What was his name? I'll find it here. Yeah, Urtung. Basically, his 7-star children, and the 7th one is probably preserved in this one. And we basically let it come out, let it be free by removing the nail, and then, yeah, it escapes, basically. And it talked about, of course, the darkness was because that creature uses basically darkness and fear to kind of trap us. It is interesting because it's said that it uses our fear against us. So in the ending, we see him kind of trapped and alone and stuck in this cave, and it can't escape. And that probably is meant to represent maybe his fear of never being able to escape. He talked about being some sort of accident in the beginning, and I don't know what that means, but it seems like this guy is very lonely maybe, and the cave system is basically where he was trapped in, being an archaeologist, and that fear of being alone and being trapped is what this demon is using to kind of trap him, essentially. It's hard to say what the creature actually wants, if it's just to scare them and that's it. I can't remember what else he said about the demon. can't even remember his name. But the other thing I want to discuss is, you know, as I mentioned, there's this idea of Christian replacement of culture, language, mythology, replacing everything, saying that this is all, you know, paganism, this is all just disgusting, this guy is just the devil, even though in our religion or mythology, it's just a guy that helped create the universe. Like, relax. And there is something to say about, well, I guess the biggest fear that I can kind of feel is the idea of being forgotten and being kind of left in the dust. That's the whole thing about archaeology that I find kind of fascinating and terrifying, is the idea that something is just gone until it's found, and how many things are just gone without it being preserved and stuff, and how much stuff is maybe altered and changed throughout history, and we look through it through a specific kind of lens. In this case, it's a Christian European lens, where we view all this kind of being ridiculous, and maybe that's why, you know, the demons are out here getting revenge, basically, for, you know, getting rid of them, of their culture, of their basically importance, replacing them and just saying, you guys suck. It's kind of interesting. I've been reading a lot about the Catholic Church in the time period that they were basically ruling the world, and it's kind of terrifying, you know, to go into another country, replace everything that's important to them, and just put in your own shit. How many mythologies, how many cultures and languages have just been forgotten because some dipshit decided to say, no, you guys gotta worship this weird fucking Palestinian dude called Jesus, you know? It is kind of terrifying in that aspect. So yeah, I'm really impressed by this game. As again, it's free. I think it's free. I kind of forgot. Yeah, it was very well presented. It didn't, again, all this stuff I'm talking about at the end, none of this is like pushed down into your skull. Like, this is what the game is about. This is just what my conclusion of it is. And I love that. I think it's a really beautiful game, honestly. This is kind of what I wanted my series to be, to talk about these weird hidden gems, these kind of abstract games. This really impressed me. I really like this one. There is something here that says the making of DLC, and I can't click on it, but I'm interested to find out if there's gonna be a DLC coming out. I hope so, because this was really fun, and I liked it a lot, and I'm gonna play it again. That was The Children of Clay. Loved it. I would recommend you play it for yourself. I know you just watch me play everything and discuss everything, but, you know, still play it, you know, support artists. I need to find out who made this game, actually, so I can shout him out. Okay, the publisher or developer is called Palas Ronya. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. It's a beautiful name. I just don't know how to say it. Shout out to you, man. You made a wonderful game. I would be really happy and impressed with myself if I made something like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day forward, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.